too. It does look quite interesting. And it's like up to 12 people sort of multiplayer. I could definitely notice some like varying guns and whatnot. Also, I know your experience with, well, your last experience with a Fire Emblem game was less than ideal.
I'm going back to playing it, but I'm on like, yeah, I play in my spare time. It's just Conquest. I don't know, Conquest is complex.
Yeah, but Fire Emblem Echoes, man, I just finished it like last week. It is even better than Fire Emblem Awakening. It is like my new favorite game.
Did you know it was based on? It's basically kind of a remaster of the first Fire Emblem game.
The second Fire Emblem game, actually, I believe the original was called Fire Emblem Gaiden. And apparently it shares a lot of similarities with it. But, oh man, the fact that it had like full voice acting, got rid of the whole stupid pair-up system and marriages and poorly executed child systems. Along with the fact that, once again, Bryce Penbrook was actually voice acting one of the characters, aka Kirito, and with full voice acting, he got like a full character to play, opposed to just a couple lines that you'd hear every once in a while. Also, there is one character that sounds suspiciously like Torbjorn. I haven't looked up to see whether or not they're actually the same people yet, mostly because I don't actually know the name of the voice actor for Torbjorn, but it sounds suspiciously like Torbjorn. The story's definitely a lot better than Fates as well. Fates was, and pretty much everyone can agree, not a very good game. I mean, its combat system, yeah, its combat systems were quite as easy to exploit as Fire Emblem Awakening with the damn second seals. But yeah, Fire Emblem Fates was still pretty bad, and Fire Emblem Echoes pretty much fixed the whole stupid leveling thing. So now, instead of 5 different attributes leveling up, even sometimes by multiple amounts at a time, there will be times where either nothing will level up or just 2 things will level up, and you'll actually be happy just to see 3 things level up. Also, they have weapon skills. I absolutely love weapon skills. They did keep in no more weapon durability, and this time magic actually costs HP, so you can't just use it as much as you want, or it giving you insanely bad stat buffs. That makes it almost unusable. God, I hated that about Fire Emblem Fates. So basically, they took the best things from all the different Fire Emblem games and full voice acting and put that into Fire Emblem Echoes.
Well, it sounds like I mean, I honestly thought you loved Fire Emblem Fates.
As soon as I kind of did, I never liked it as much as Awakening, but I kind of did. Then I played the DLC. And then it's like, this character's your father, this character's your cousin, and this character's your sister. But your character will never actually be able to find out any of that. And I was just like, well, that's bullcrap. Also, Fire Emblem Echoes has, instead of you choosing all the different marriages, it has predetermined marriages, which some of them actually are quite interesting, and one of them actually really surprised me at first. Well, obviously I don't want to spoil it because it's such a great game. I want you to play it. Yeah, Echoes has... Yeah, it has like predetermined marriages, opposed to, you know, before when you choose who married who, sort of thing, and you'd always be trying to get all the support conversations, and now support conversations just give you bonus stats in battle and some extra lore about those two characters, which is still pretty good. And yes, they do still have the classic yandere character, which Fire Emblem seems to like to include in pretty much every game now. But it's a lot more, somehow an even more obvious yandere character, and a lot less dark of a yandere character. Well, she's sort of peaceful, yet at the same time dark. Oh gosh. Oh, well then. But yeah, I could not recommend the game enough. It is absolutely amazing.
You actually found it that great?
Yeah, I think just they definitely added in a lot more dialogue than Fates or Awakening, and the full voice acting, like the character, like the voice actors actually reading out every single line of dialogue, even in like support conversations and all that, just made it so good. I think that was like one of the best things about it. And some of the jokes are amazing. So some of the jokes, not all of them, a couple of them were a bit weird, but oh man, a couple of them were really good and just made me laugh so much. Oh yeah, also something that's pretty big to mention, it doesn't have the avatar which previous games had. Because, you know, Fire Emblem Fates and Awakening both had like your own avatar that you gotta make and customize. And because it was your own avatar, some of the dialogue lines always seem to be very gender neutral towards your character. Yeah, so they got to, because in the other game, like in Fire Emblem Fates and Awakening, they always had to make every single line concerning your character very gender neutral, and they call lines in Fates and Awakening. Like, you even notice in Echoes a lot more, it's really nice to hear those lines instead being more directed towards that person's gender.
Wait, your character a girl or a boy?
One is a girl and one is a boy, so you have two, just like in Awakening, where you had, Crom and... No, you play as both simultaneously. They brought back the world map, and they both are different people on the world map that you can move around. And you know how like enemies appeared on the world map before and you had the choice of whether or not to fight them? How they did it now is enemies are on the world map, and if you want to go to that location, you have to fight them. So it's like you have to fight your way through hordes of enemies to get to your next objective, opposed to in Fire Emblem Awakening, where it was just run straight to your next objective, and you can just ignore all extras.
Okay.
I am trying. I think the only two like game mechanics they made very easily exploitable is a mechanic called retreat, where after turn 3 you can just retreat from the battle and all enemies that you killed will stay dead, and you can just come back with all of your guys, which is pretty OP, but hard mode was so incredibly difficult, I think it would have been impossible without it, without tons of grinding. Which I did do hard mode on my first try, and hard mode is incredibly difficult, which is why I understand why they do not have a lunatic difficulty this time. Oh god, I'm getting like Chip where I say lunatic. That's what Chip thought it was. Yeah, he thought it said lunatic instead of lunatic. Also, support conversations actually happen in the middle of battle, so some of the are literally, it's like, hey, how's it going? Who just walks up to someone and says, hey, in the middle of a battle? They directly reference that, which is actually really funny. Which also adds a bit more to support conversations, because that means the background actually changes depending on location instead of being like a predetermined one. Another thing that's really cool, almost every character can turn into a magic class, but pretty much every single character gets different spells as that magic class. So opposed to just buying spells and using them, as you level up you unlock spells, and each sort of character as that magic class unlocks different spells. Which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool way of doing it. Especially considering, of course, before was literally just, yeah, you just buying spells and all that kind of stuff. Also, they have something specifically for classic mode, fountains that when you go to allow you to revive dead units. And they're all in like these dungeons that they added in, which I don't know if you've seen Persona, but are like the Persona style dungeons where if you hit an enemy before it hits you, they'll have less health and battle, and you'll be slightly closer to the enemy. If the enemy hits you from behind first, they'll get the first turn, and they'll be, well, they won't be closer to you, they'll actually still be quite far away from you. And if you just normally touch the enemy, they're pretty far away, and the battle just starts on a normal, with you getting the first turn and whatnot. I do really like the dungeon system though, and there are like a couple side quests. They're like specific items where characters will be like, oh man, I really wish I had this, and that's like actually an item you can find inside the dungeons. And how dungeons work is like, if you stay in a dungeon too long, certain characters will get fatigued, which will lower their maximum HP. And the only way to make them not fatigued again is by basically just having them eat food, which is pretty common in dungeons. So it's all very cool and very interesting. Do you have a question?
Well, actually, you definitely have a lot of improvements. And honestly, I'm honestly really out of fun right now, so you'll definitely be on my list.
Yeah.
Also, you should, since you have so many things to add, you should probably make a video on it.
Oh man, I really want to, and I really wish I could record things on my 3DS because, oh man, that game would have totally been worth recording.
Oh, you gotta put your book up.
Yeah.
Fine. You got.
It was actually attack from one space away now, which was so stupid before when they'd literally have an arrow in their bow and get stabbed in the face and just take it. Also, archers, like, as they level up, they get, like, range. They get a higher range. So one of the archers that I had, and after, like, halfway through the game, had like a range of 6 spaces.
Actually, a lot more spaces. It's better than 2 definitely.
Yeah. Also, healers have like, they have an attack. They have Nosferatu, but Nosferatu only has like 2 space range now, and Nosferatu only has like a 60% chance of hitting. And that's like a fixed percent chance. But at least like healers do have some sort of attack, and it still does heal the character when it hits.
We have 4 tanks already. Wow.
I do love another one of my favorite parts. A lot of the parts are good, but another one of my favorite parts is just like the arts, which is pretty much what they call skills system. And like the 2 main characters have their own sort of ultimate art, which has like a cool animation, which is pretty much the same as one of those really cool Pokemon moves or something, where it has like the really epic animation opposed to the lame one for every other move. And one of the characters has like their special move that's unlocked in sort of an obscure, not explained way, because what they did is forging got completely changed. So the currency in the game can pretty much only be used for forging. And how forging works is, instead of like choosing what attributes you upgrade, you instead just upgrade the weapon, and certain attributes will improve when you upgrade it. And once you upgrade a weapon far enough, you can upgrade it into a better, like a completely different, better weapon. Like if you have an iron sword and upgrade it far enough, eventually you can make it into a steel sword, and then you can upgrade that far enough to make it into another sword. Yeah.
Definitely better than, it's definitely better than, yeah, I think it's better than the other system. I prefer that.
Yeah. I never used forging before now, and now it's actually worth doing. Also, for the first time ever, the falchion can actually be upgraded in the forge. It costs a lot of currency, but the first time ever you can actually upgrade it. So the one thing is, like, this one character starts off with a weapon that pretty much only that character has, and how you're supposed to get their special art, which I didn't know till after I had already beaten the game, was you had to upgrade the weapon into the second form, and once you unlock a skill on that weapon with that specific character, you gain their ultimate art. But yeah, it's definitely really cool and got a really nice story. And has a lot of amazing game mechanics. And I mean, not having pairing up and stupid excuses for babies is all in all pretty nice. I don't think there's a single person in the world who thought the excuse for how babies worked in Fire Emblem Fates made sense. Fire Emblem Fates' excuse for adding in babies was just stupid. It's like, there's a convenient thing called the Deep Realm, which makes them grow up faster so they can actually be added to your roster, not as 2-year-olds. How convenient is that? Oh, yay, we got the Reaper. Ow, ow, justice is raining.
Oh my god, how am I still alive?
Oh, get down from there, Farah. Farah.
Oh no, not you.
Ooh, I got a triple kill. Play of the game right there. I'm on fire. You have your ultimate.
Yes, we should have combined it. You know, I think you did pretty good, though.
Yeah, I did get a triple kill, which is probably gonna get play of the game. I wish one of us was a Zarya main, to be quite honest. Because Zarya is just so good for, like, comboing ults with. That pretty much is what her ult is, though. Like, it's pretty much made for being comboed with other ults. Yes, we got the May. Yay, got an anniversary loot box.
Because we've won 3 games in straight in a row.
And I got play of the game again. Huh, wonder what this is.
They never actually, they're the only team I know that uses the not moving the activate truck. Like you're the only one who doesn't do that. But it still works.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, whenever you move your mech, you can never quite know where it's gonna end up. And one of my favorite. So as a healer, you should pay attention for that. Just a little advice.
Well, I'm being a character that knows how to.
Oh yes. Yeah. In fact, I dare say he is one of the greatest healers in all of Overwatch. I might actually switch to Junkrat real quick. Sorry, Chip. But I think because we're playing on defense, and I'm not a half bad Junkrat, I think I'm gonna play Junkrat this time.
Is Junkrat like your third main?
Pretty much, yeah. It all ultimately, like, I have Diva as my main, and then I have a couple other characters depending on which map it is. Like that one map with that like has control points, and one area has like little hole in the middle with a healing pack. That particular map I typically like to play Farah, and she's pretty good and for that one. And on this particular map and some others, I do like to switch it up every once in a while with Junkrat. I also switch to Junkrat whenever things seem to go horribly awry. Wow, they are pushing forward very, very quickly.
Today is your reckoning. You will not make the day for you. I was above the rider. so happy.
Oh man, I made the Reinhardt fly all the way up to the frickin' lamppost. It is a good thing Mercy has passive healing, because otherwise that might be a huge problem for Chip. Oh my gosh, go away, Reaper. No, no, no. Go away, Reinhardt. Oh, I almost gave him the advantage there by hitting him up to that ledge. Healing Blaz. I don't have time to go through the menu. Ooh, Soldier 76 gave me some. Isn't that nice? Hey, Ryan, could you maybe throw down some more armor packs? I haven't seen any, like, this whole time. Thank you.
Sorry, I haven't used them for myself.
It's best just, like, throw them down every single time that you have one. Especially... Oh, come on, Reinhardt. Yeah! I made him fly. Oh, Diana. Oh, I almost got her. Okay, now we'll get Anna. Or at least I thought I was. Where'd the enemy team go? Oh, I got... I didn't even know who I got, and then I just looked up at the kill thing. I did get Anna. Wow. Oh, Widow. Can Widow handle the flying Junkrat? Ah, seems like she can. Well, I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Widowmaker. You truly know what you're doing over there. Oh, Widow's moving up. Oh, Zenny! Zenny in the corner! It's Zenny in the corner with the Discord orb! Zenyatta's just running for his life. Oh, this is nice! Oh, that was nice! Oh, man. I didn't even know she ulted right then. That was just really well timed on complete accident.
That's what we call a massacre.
That's what we call play of the game, hopefully. Oh man, that was really nicely timed and completely on accident.
Oh, yeah, I have a picture of it. That's great.
Yeah, I believe it came about around Christmas time, didn't it? It was one of the Christmas ones.
It's actually Uprising. Spring was the Uprising one.
Oh yeah, because the Uprising ones were all about like the characters' past and whatnot.
Yeah. Also, Widowmaker's
Oh yeah, that one that she murdered! Thanks to brainwashing! And she betrayed Overwatch! That guy!
There's a guy on the high ground. Like
How can we possibly beat him though, Ryan? He has the high ground!
because everyone knows when you have the high ground, you can't possibly.
I'm about to get my rep. Although it's not gonna matter.
I got a roof box. Actually, I got 2 roof boxes.
I just got one. So you're level 100 now? Come on! This better be good. Oh,
Oh yeah, Chip never had to use his res. Yeah, he never had to.
A triple kill? I'm pretty sure I got a triple kill with my rip tire.
Look.
All three of us. Fine, we'll like you, Chip, this time. Okay, we... Guess I'm on heels again. Yes, you are. Oh, Ryan going for the Widow plays. And I just got a legendary skin for her. Also, Ryan, you silent?
Am I? I got a ship.
Hi. So yeah, I just got a legendary skin for her, so I'm gonna play Sombra. I'm
What?
not even that.
Wait, I heard that, Chip. I heard that.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
A mic plugging in and out.
Stick together. We will complete our mission.
Also, Ryan, you're... Chip, you can be Tracer. Ryan is already a healer.
So many targets, so little time.
That wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I have a feeling you can't. I heard a mic plug in and then Chip say hi, and that's all.
Attack commences. Capture objective.
Or is someone else actually in the party we don't know about?
Okay, yeah, probably. Never mind. That silent voice he just made sounded what I heard. So I go with it.
Oh gosh.
I think it was you.
The enemy diva has golden guns, so we be screwed.
You versus her.
Hora de empezar de nuevo.
Well, I mean, can any of us really take on someone with golden guns quite yet?
Ahorita regreso. See you later.
Awesome.
I mean, yes, Ryan. As Barbie has taught us, anything is possible. But I don't think I don't believe in us. I did just hack that Mercy if you want to kill her.
Wait. Oh, for a second I thought you were playing Tracer, and I was going with my mind.
Ow. Just got beat up. Why is Chip still playing Mercy? Yeah, Ryan, I'm confused. Chip's like, I guess I'm being the healer again, and as soon as someone else decides to take on the role, he's like, no, I want to be the healer! Ow.
Heroes never die.
I mean, the res was nice. Yes, he revived me. And just me. Oh goodness. Let's run away. Ow, 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 ow. I think one of the coolest things about Tracer's Rewind that someone actually figured out is the fact that Tracer's Rewind could actually rewind before going through Symmetra teleporter. Did you ever like actually see that? Because that is really cool. Tracer rewinding through a teleport. Murder. It's really cool to watch.
Didn't see that coming.
Damn, they broke it down.
Looking for me?
I'm not even doing that well, so it's a good thing we're winning anyway. Oh, I thought you were gonna ask me what I'm doing, because I'm just running around. Oh, I hacked all of them. Okay, starting to think switching characters would be a good idea.
Oh, this Joker really didn't like me.
Okay, time to get serious.
Who's that?
That's not me.
No, I meant it's me. Oh, give me a second.
Oh god. Oh god. Ow. Screw you, Ryan Hart. Dang, and they already have a Junkrat, so I can't switch to him. Oh, damn, that was not ours. Ow, 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 ow. I'm trying to keep it in overtime, guys. Like, desperately. Guys. I know we're not gonna win, but you can at least, like, charge onto the payload. Ryan, stay for the rest of the damn match. Oh, gosh dang it. God damn it, Ryan. Oh gosh. No! Ah, they hit me off the thing for a single second. Ryan did betray us. We might have still had a chance right at the end there. If it weren't for Ryan. That Soldier 76 didn't kill anyone. He literally killed nobody and got play of the game.